In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is his messenger. We want to thank you so much for honoring us with your presence this Sunday morning here at Muhammad's Mosque 35. Thank you so much. As you noticed in the opening prayer, we asked Allah to bless Muhammad and the true followers of Muhammad as he blessed Abraham and the true followers of Abraham. We also asked Allah to make Muhammad successful and make the true followers of Muhammad successful as he has made Abraham and the true followers of Abraham. Well, basically what that means, before I go into procedure, is that we as Muslims believe in all the messengers of Allah. We believe in all the prophets of Allah. We believe in all the books of Allah, the Bible as well as the Holy Quran, as well as the Psalms of David. So if you are a Muslim, you are to believe in all of the scriptures that were revealed to help a sin-sick people gravitate back to the state of felicity. Now, here at Mosque number 35, we have a search procedure, not just here, but all Muhammad's mosques around the country. And that being said is that we want to protect you as we protect ourselves, as we know we live in such an hour that insane individuals are going into institutions of learning, they're going into institutions of entertainment, they're going into religious institutions, and they're killing innocent people. So you wonder in your mind, how's these people doing this? They're killing people in restaurants. I mean, it's going crazy. Going to a restaurant, you staying there waiting for your meal, and a fool just starts shooting everybody. So this is going on all throughout the world, not just in this country, because if you watch world news, revolution is everywhere. So there's a universal change going on. So this is why revolution is all over the world, because the old world is going out as the New Year's goes out and a new world is coming in. Many of us, we can't see it like that, but if you pay close attention, you'll be able to see the universal change that's happening in the politics, in the medical profession, in all the religions. There's a change going on. There's an old way going out and there's a new way coming in. Now, we say here at Muhammad's Mosque 35, we don't just want to check your pockets when you come in for the search procedure that we ask you to submit to. But we want to make sure that your frame of mind is in accord with coming to this hospital. Yes, this is a hospital where we have a teaching, that's a medicine to heal the sin-sick souls. I'm not exempt from that. I come here for the medicine also. Then we have a separation of the gender here. And predominantly because men are by nature attracted to women, and women are by nature attracted to men. You can't even help yourself. You see? So we separate the gender in order that we might have your undivided attention. Last but not least, I'd like to talk a little bit about this flag. The God who came among us in 1931 in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. Yes, God came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. And one of the greatest things that he did when he came among us, besides teaching us the truth, is giving us a flag to represent us as being an independent people. He had to break the yoke of bondage, and he had to give us something that was a symbol that would represent our independence. Every nation that's independent on the planet of the earth has a flag to represent their independence. And we also have a flag. You might take it as something little as nothing, but it's great. And what makes it so great is that it's a universal flag. The redness in our flag represents that sun, which is 853,000 miles in diameter, 14,072 degrees hot. Nobody knows what fuels the sun. They try to tell you about a Big Bang theory. The protons, the electrons, the neutrons, they crash into each other and explode. I beg to differ with you. No one knows what fuels that sun. But the sun is so powerful. Its life rays are so powerful that anything it strikes, it causes it to germinate and to grow. If it don't germinate, if it don't grow, it'll burn it up and destroy it. Think that over, huh? That sun is 93 million miles away from the earth. That sunlight strikes the earth and causes it to rotate on its axis at a rate of 1,037 and 1/3 miles per hour. Everything in this universe that sun touches, it causes it to rotate. Think that over, huh? All the way out to the furthest planet called Pluto, 4,600,000,000 miles in space. That sunlight strikes it and causes it to rotate. Think that over. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that sun represented freedom. He said, in that moon in our flag, how did that moon get there and what does it represent? Huh? He said the circumference of the earth was one time 36,000 miles in diameter. He said, but a scientist from among us, who was a great scientist, greater than these people that call themselves scientists today on this planet. He said this scientist wanted everybody to speak the same language, or it says the same dialect. That is probably a little deeper than just a language. He said, and he couldn't get them to do this. So he drilled a hole, and he filled it with dynamite, 30 times more potent than the dynamite of today. And he blew that part of the moon away, and left this part which we call the earth, which is only 24,896 miles. So that part from the moon could fit into the back of the earth like a glove where the oceans are at. He says as it turned over, it spilled all of this water on this part that we call earth. So the moon has no water today, But the moon is caught in the gravitational pull of the earth because it's always, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, begging for its water back, So it's always drawing the water up, but it's never drawn up more than 6 miles high before it comes back down onto the earth. Think that over. He said that moon represented equality. The stars. He said the stars in our flag represented justice. He said those stars are in the heavens. He said you look up on a so-called clear night and you see them stars, you say, wow, they twinkling. The stars, he said, acted as missiles. He said they are there not just to bear witness to the sun, he said, but they're there to protect the lower heavens from anybody coming to steal a hearing. He said because there are 7 other planets in the universe that has life on them. The difference between a star and one of the planets is the star does not have any water. It's a ball of fire, similar to the sun, but lesser. He said they were like missiles. He said that star in our flag represented justice. And at the bottom of the flag, you might see some letters, F, E, J, and I. Freedom, justice, equality, and Islam. He said, free the man, justify the man, and make him equal to the nations of the earth. The reason why you see a universal change just by us being here, signs, that there's a universal change taking place. We could have been anywhere this morning. We could have been doing anything this morning. Think that over. But we're sitting here bearing witness to black people, Black people trying to establish a universal order on the tail of an old wicked order that's going away. That's why we're here. Think that over. As I conclude and call the sister to the rostrum, some of the things that we don't do, many of you might not understand what we want. We don't even talk about what we want that much, but we want something. We want something. We don't want health care. We don't want them to give us no money for reparations, though we would take it. But we want something more than that. We want a complete and total separation. Why? You can look in your neighborhood. Every race can come among us, set up shop, and be successful. What's wrong with us? Why we can't be successful in nothing that we do? Think that over. We get a couple of hours, we want an Aston Martin, we want a Maserati, and we'll sleep in that joint. But we just want to go through the neighborhood and show them that they got it. They come out with a new snake cost $15,000. We will buy a pair. Just to walk around and say, look at these joints. I got them joints. Think that over. Do you know rich people don't do that? Do you know rich people invest in those companies? So that every time they make a sale, they can get a piece of it? Think that over. Huh? But they push that on you and I. Every commercial, every time you look, they're pushing that down our throats. Think that over. Huh? You won't find a stop and go in every white neighborhood. They don't even play that. Huh? They don't even allow foreigners in their neighborhoods. I witnessed this with my own eyes. They don't even allow that. Huh? It's not going to happen. But they're in our neighborhood. And we diligently support them. And they bring all the evil that you can imagine, the evil that you can't imagine with them. Huh? Think that over. Then we talk about, oh, they're giving them a grant. No. One of the things that's happening is this, as I conclude, is the fact that we were made into Negroes. Huh? There's no such a thing as a Negro God. There's no such a thing as a Negro. Huh? So they manufactured people. Huh? And we that you see before you, we are a direct result of some of our people who were in the holds of them ships, who cried out to the divine supreme being, huh, for mercy. Huh? We are their descendants. You are their descendants. Huh? So they cried out. So when the time was right and you heard the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, you stood up. You don't even know why. It was just something about what you heard. Huh? You were scared first. Like, I don't know, man. White man, boy. Huh? But you said, yeah, I'm going to go anyway. Huh? Then our people say, boy, don't go down there to the Muslims. They're going to get you in trouble. We already in trouble. So we want separation. A complete and total separation. Why won't they separate? They did it with the so-called American Negro Indians. They separated them. They gave them reservations because they found that they couldn't make slaves out of them. They wasn't going for it. Huh? So they manufactured you and I. Huh? So we would be subjected to whatever they did to us, which was some of the most hateful atrocities that ever happened in the annals of history. Nobody suffered what you and I's parents and grandparents and great-grandparents have suffered. Nobody. Study the history. Nobody. So you think that didn't want God coming to save us from our enemies? And he has come. He has made his presence known. He hasn't given up on us. He left us a standard bearer, in the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He left us a champion in the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He left us, those of you and I who submit to this truth, we are like guideposts or stop signs, to stop you from doing the foolishness and guide you to the truth. Think that over. So with that being said, I want to bring our sister Valeria to the rostrum. And I want to thank you so much for coming out this morning as I greet you as I came with the greeting words of peace in the Arabic language. Assalamu alaikum.